What's going on, guys? It's me, Shibishu. We are back with another Zenless Zone Zero video. And in this video, we will just be continuing the agent stories. In the last video we did, or in the last agent story, we did Kaleda's. And in today's video, I believe we are at Lycaon's now. We have Lycaon, yeah, right here. And then Arena is left. So pretty much two more until they release, I believe, Chingyi's in 1.1. So, yeah, if this does come out after 1.1, then you guys would pretty much know from there. But other than that, we are here to do Lycons, and recommended is Ether and Ice. Pretty much what I have. And what is this? And the true heroes are always behind the scene. Well, we might as well just get started with this and see what this story is all about. Now, at the current moment, I am pretty much just some side commissions left. Nothing really much to do. Not really attempting shield defense until I improve my second team at least. My first team, obviously, the Zhuyu Win team, is perfectly fine. All I need to do is get drive disc and besides getting up. Tonight's chill, so you've been chatting leisurely with Wise until you hear an unexpected message notification. Wise, I received a strange message. With the waning moon up on high, the chosen shall descend as the clock strikes midnight. Will sinners await, for thy judgment is nigh. That is a little cringy. I wonder who sent it. Lycaon. Lycaon? I see. Wait, Lycaon? The one I know? We only know one Lycaon. I know what happened. His account got hacked, and the hacker sent this to taunt us. But it sounds like him, because he asked us politely if we were free in 5 minutes and said that he'd be coming to the video store. Did something happen? But this whole thing just feels so weird. Could it be that Lycaon, despite seeming quite serious, is actually like this deep down? Highly likely. Thought so too. He must be really good at hiding it most of the time. Oh, he says he's almost at the video store. Typical Lycaon, always so quick to act. We should go back and wait for him at the store.
My apologies for disturbing you. I am here today to discuss a commission with you, Master Proxies. I trust the both of you have already read the forum post of declared criminal intent I sent you.
Didn't see anything. Did you forget to send it?
Ah, I believe I reposted it in the group chat. My most sincere apologies. I failed to send it properly. Ellen just taught me how to long press and send internet links, but it appears I only managed to copy the title.
Oh, so that weird text Lycaon sent us was the title of an internet post.
Oh, and here I thought Lycaon might have a new hobby. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed I was wrong.
I yet remain apologetic for my mistake. In order to not waste your time, allow me to read the contents of the post aloud for you. With the waning moon nigh, the chosen shall descend as the clock strikes midnight. O sinners, await judgment in silence. That is what the title says. And now allow me to read the contents for you. On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, I shall become the chosen of the heavens and descend upon this land of sins, taking back the divine heart in the name of hope. Signed, the Companion of Justice.
Well, that all sounds pretty mysterious. Do you understand any of that, Wise?
I understand each word on its own, but when put together... Lycaon, would you mind translating?
Considering the follow-up posts made by this poster, this thread should be a declaration that the poster intends to infiltrate a hollow tonight to steal a famous painting that will be in transport then. And this very painting belongs to one of my current employers. As a qualified attendant, it is my duty to protect my client's assets. Thus, I was hoping to have you accompany me into the Hollow and help stop the theft.
Well, we can, but this post looks like a prank written by a kid trying to sound edgy.
Indeed, you aren't wrong to think that way. I too have considered that possibility.
Oh, so you know the meaning of edgy.
The word edgy appeared in the comments multiple times. In order to figure out the exact meaning of this term, I scoured the web and carefully perused several books on the topic before getting an understanding of the nuance behind it.
Lycaon really is diligent.
Even if the post is, as you said, merely a prank, that is also an acceptable outcome. You see, eliminating potential threats to my master's safety is also an important duty of an attendant.
Of course, regardless of the outcome, I will see to it to give you sufficient compensation, Master Proxies. As this is quite urgent, I'm willing to offer twice the usual commission fee as compensation, if that would be all right with you.
We'll take it. After all, what kind of friends would we be if we didn't help a friend in need?
No second thoughts whatsoever, huh, Belle?
Well then, I suppose this contract is settled. Thank you kindly for your trust. I shall take my leave for now. Once both of you are ready, please make your way to the Hollow.
Well, don't you think publicizing a warning before committing theft is something no ordinary thief would ever do? I guess they're an edgy teen, after all. Are you saying it's a phantom thief? That's what I was thinking. Too much. You mean a kind of phantom thief with a trench coat and mask, gliding down from the ceiling somehow to steal the loot right from before everyone's eyes? You know, that's not impossible. Anyway, let's get ready to go out. Shouldn't keep Lycaon waiting for too long. So, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever Lycaon is in a cutscene, at least I probably noticed it before, but I didn't bother to mention it, was that sometimes he sounds less clear than he does sometimes. Like, for a lot of the lines he said in the middle was kind of, I wouldn't say unclear, like you can clearly hear him, but it kind of sounds like there's like the filter there. And then a little after, it kind of cleared up. But I don't know. Like for Billy, I would understand why there would be like some kind of filter, because he's, you know, could obviously, even from his, I guess majority of his body seems to be metal, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Let's just jump into this. Let's just jump into this. So, this ether. I guess we can use Lycaon.
I'm at your disposal.
Yeah, why not? We'll bring in Ellen
Touch my
and
tail,
Shokaku.
And now. Sokaku, ready!
Actually, no.
Time for some tail care.
We can still make Nicole and
Need
Juyu and work
something?
out.
My services are expensive.
Because Lycaon is just it's just a stunner. So we'll be fine. Be fine. Also at this moment, since it could be, since this will most likely get posted after 1.1, I still haven't decided if I wanted to pull for Jiyuin's weapon or W engine. I know I said I was gonna try maybe, but I think I'd rather take my chances on Qingyi and her weapon, because I want to keep the current W engine on Anbi, which is the SW engine we got for stun characters on Anbi, just so she could have a pretty good W engine. Since she's a rank, I kind of want to give her that at least. whatever team she's going to be in, most likely the second team. And then I think Zhu went with the current one I have. Should be perfectly fine. Alright, we haven't really necessarily used Lycaon, right? What was that?
That person just now looked super suspicious.
It's most likely the thief. We should go after them.
Alright, let's go. Oh,
Warning. Ethereal energy detected ahead.
The smell of ethereals. How disgusting. You needn't worry. Leave the cleaning to me.
Watch your surroundings.
yeah, I don't think I ever used Lycaon, right? I wish they let us,
Warning. Strong ethereal energy detected up ahead.
That thief was able to get through despite being so small and weak. You should be more vigilant. See the advantage.
what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. 'Cause I let the lines play, but whatever.
I'm here.
Understood.
Stop resisting.
Don't look straight at the moon.
Oh, I remember now. I was gonna say, I wish they let us move the trial checker around to whatever position we wanted them.
Fine.
Amateurs. Take this. We should turn right, but there are some supplies up ahead.
But then I'm gonna get
I'll
the
go by your
supplies.
decision, Master Proxy.
I'm gonna grab the supplies. That is it, right? I had a feeling there. I saw the coins.
The path ahead seems to be blocked by ethereals. Don't worry, I'll clear the way for you. Apologies.
I was like, what did I hear? It was just
We're surrounded by ethereals.
EOS.
Though it matters not. Please allow me a little time to deal with them.
Sustain fire.
Actually, now that I think about it, I probably would be fine if I just swap Zhu in with Nicole. Where am I going? Oh.
Looks like that thief's tracked for some ethereals.
Things don't look too good. Let's deal with the surrounding ethereals first.
Okay. Behave.
A deep clean.
Oops. I messed that all up.
Orders received. Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
I messed that all up because I'm used to Zhu being in the first position.
So, this is the thief?
Ugh. You're making a weird face. What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is just a bit shocking.
Shocking? How so?
Please, do not worry. It's nothing major, it's just that, well, this lady thief. is my current employer. Not long ago, I was contracted by her family and temporarily took over their previous attendance duties.
Wait, so that means she's stealing something her family already owns?
Master, I have found a proverb that fits the current situation. She is going against her family, like machine oil that decided to flood the workshop. Ha ha, ha ha.
Fairy, this isn't the time for bad jokes.
Miss Lilac, could you explain why you are here?
I know not of this lilac you speaketh of. Thou dost not know my name. But, very well. Allow me to enlighten thee. Mortals, hear me! My name is Lempeluch Aznabel Phantomhine Lilac. But thou may also call me the Chosen of the World's End, the Companion of Justice.
Isn't that still just Lilac then?
Incorrect. That's Lempeluch Aznabel Phantomhine Lilac to you, not Lilac.
Grandiose, yet lengthy and jumbled terminology, speech filled with emotion but lacking any efficiency in communication. I see. I suppose this is a textbook example of the edgy speech pattern. However, from my perspective, it appears you have no issues communicating with her. Could this be the popular subculture amongst the youth today?
It's really not. Not many people talk like this nowadays. If I had to say, it was popular maybe 3 trends ago.
If I might be blunt, your explanation is also quite confusing. However, we shouldn't linger here. I recommend we escort her out of the hollow.
And whom might thou be?
This is Belle, a friend of mine. Miss Lilac, about what happened just now.
I have told thee before, I am not Lilac. I am Lempeluch Aznabel Phantomhine Lilac.
What a long name. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Made what up? This name is from my favorite comic. I mean, this is the name bestowed upon me since conception.
Aha, I heard that. From the comics, huh?
Miss Lilac, would you like blueberry mousse or orange tart for afternoon tea tomorrow?
Blueberry mousse, for sure.
So you finally admitted it. You're just his boss's kid, Lilac.
How could you use food to trip me up? That's cheating!
There it is. The classic staple of the edgy persona. Speaking normally once exposed.
Miss Lilac, if I may ask you, why do you want to steal this painting?
Stealing a painting? As expected, you can only see the surface of all this. Unfortunately for your feeble minds, the shallows do not typically contain the truth.
May I be so bold as to assume that the post on internet was also put up by you?
What post? I don't know of any post.
On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, I shall become the chosen of the heavens and descend upon this land of sins, taking back...
Stop. Okay, what's with that bland as hell reading? If you tried to sign up for the organization right now, I bet they'd drop you in the first round. But the organization probably wouldn't want someone as stuffy as you in the first place. Never mind a painting. I bet you couldn't even steal a coin.
What is this organization you speak of?
The organization is the organization. Stealing this painting is the test they gave me. Once I pass this test, I can join them and become a companion of justice. I just didn't think that I'd get something belonging to my parents as a target.
What kind of organization tests people by making them steal things?
Obviously, a phantom thieves syndicate. What else? Do you really not know about Mockingbird? The most famous phantom thieves in all of New Eridu?
Searching for Mockingbird, an infamous thief syndicate that steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Though their reputation is quite mixed, they once fooled and scammed almost all the wealthy elites of New Eridu. The organization was inactive for quite some time, but has recently resurfaced on Internet.
They're merely a group of criminals, nothing more.
Mockingbird isn't just some group of criminals. They're chivalrous thieves who steal from the rich and give to the poor. They are justice itself. And I am one of the chosen, Lampeluche Asdabel Phantom High Lilac, also known as the Chosen of the World's End, the Companion of Justice.
Miss Lilac.
That's enough. Don't try to stop me. You can't possibly understand this kind of justice or my determination to become a phantom thief.
You misunderstand. As an attendant, it is my duty to protect my master's assets. So I cannot allow you to steal this painting. However, please do not worry. As per the contract I have signed, you too are my employer, and I will not prevent you from doing as you wish, nor will I tell your parents. Yet I must warn you, the organization that calls itself Mockingbird is not necessarily trustworthy, and there are great risks in trying to join. I hope you can reconsider.
I thought you were gonna be all stuffy and stuck up like my previous attendants. Never thought you might be different from those old fossils. As for the painting, it's fine, even if you don't let me take it. I have other ways.
Please do not worry. I will not let the situation remain as it currently is. It's just, considering what I know of people such as Miss Lilac, forcing my opinion will only cause more trouble. If I want her to understand the issue at hand, I need to find a more appropriate method. Something more direct and impactful that'll teach her where the issue lies. Apart from that, I also need some time to look into this ostensible Mockingbird's current dealings more thoroughly.
Lycaon, why do you care so much about this Mockingbird? Have you had issues with them in the past or something?
My relationship with Mockingbird. I wouldn't exactly call what transpired issues. It has to do with a mistake I once made. I apologize. This has to do with some unpleasant history. When the opportunity presents itself, I will tell you more. You have my word.
Oh, the whole Chinubu act out of the way. Y'all remember during the chapter 3 story when I said that the Victoria housemaid, whatever, housekeeping agency gives me the Black Butler vibes? With I don't know, I'm not gonna confirm it or anything or say it is, but that phantom part of her name kind of gives me a sort of like Black Butler thing, because the main character's family name is Phantom Hive. And I find it interesting that they went with the drills haircut, but they are hair design, but they normally go with the blonde hair when they do that hairstyle, but they went with black this time. Anyways, let's just move on. Never would have thought something like this would come out of busting a thief. There's definitely something wrong with that Mockingbird. Oh, speaking about Mockingbird, Mockingbird is like a whole Robin Hood thing. He literally said it: steal from the rich and give back to them, give it to the poor, or give back to the poor. That was like the first thing in my head when she said that. Yep, despite claims that Mockingbird are these phantom thieves who steal from the rich to give to the poor. Literally what I just said. Something still seems a little sus. Do you also think there's something up with Lilac, Belle? Makes sense. It feels like she's going to try something. But it's getting late. Let's sleep early. Next up, we should just have to wait for Lycaon to get in touch. Yeah, that first part was very short. At least, I don't know. It just feels like short. I don't know, but we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen. If she didn't put the post on internet, then who will it be? The fact that he remembered that, that's I wouldn't have been able to remember that at all. Watching the game load the story. Just watching that little bamboo with the now loading just stop moving. Slowly starts to bounce about. A few days later, you meet up with Lycaon at the coffee shop in Lumina Square as you agreed earlier. Regarding the Mockingbird incident from before, I have conducted a preliminary investigation. It seems as though the organization is deliberately trying to get close to Miss Lilac after all. They're definitely up to something. That's right, the true intentions of these people remain unclear. However, I have already prepared my bait. Perhaps a big fish will take a bite soon. Actually, there's one more thing that I'd like to discuss with you. If it's not too much to ask, could you spare some time around this time tomorrow? I have some doubts about this case that I hope we can clear up together. Of course. Wonderful, then I'll be waiting for you at Lumina Square this time tomorrow. The next day, Belle heads to Lumina Square and immediately spots Lycaon in the crowd. She steps forward and stands on the tiptoes to pat Lycaon on the back.
Ah, you are very punctual. I wanted to discuss with you that recently, Miss Lilac has been acting rather strange. While she usually frequents the bookstore, recently, she has been going to the noodle shop instead.
What's wrong with the noodle shop? Noodles are the best.
I apologize. I have no bias against noodles. What I mean is, Miss Lilac's least favorite food is noodles. She even said, noodles being the Protag's favorite food, that's so last year. It's a new year now. Have some creativity.
So Lilac really is a huge comic nerd, huh?
In addition, according to what her chauffeur and bodyguards said, she even skipped her extra classes today. This is completely unprecedented. Miss Lilac has always been well-behaved and never skips classes. Even in her free time, she spends it almost entirely reading comics. I have a suspicion that this all might have to do with that so-called Mockingbird organization.
Maybe Lilac is just going through a rebellious phase?
I thought Miss Lilac's rebellion is already expressed through the way she speaks. In any case, in order to ensure that there are no potential threats to her safety, I wish to do some investigating at the places she frequents. If I could be so bold as to ask you to accompany me, I believe you are likely more familiar with Lumina Square than I am.
Sure, I can be a proxy for Lumina Square. No one knows where all the stores are as well as I do.
Although I am not quite sure I understand, I trust that it was a very amusing joke. Ah yes, there was something else I wished to discuss with you. May I call you Master while investigating, just in case? I believe using this to cover our identities will be more convenient for us.
For sure. Can you call me that more often? I like hearing it.
Thank you for your cooperation. Then, let us begin from the noodle shop.
Oh, it's you, Belle. Are you free right now? Well, sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now, and there's a stream of customers queuing out the door. We've been short-staffed at the shop recently, and the part-time kids aren't always able to come in. Besides, making all the noodles, I have to serve all the diners too. Some people take an eternity just to order. I'm just swamped here. Would it make things more efficient if you were to know in advance what each customer in the queue wished to order? Of course it would. If I could get their orders in advance, then I could really focus on the noodles. I see. I have a proposal to address this problem. You can judge for yourself if it's appropriate. With your assent, we could sign a temporary contract. I can help ask your diners about their preferences, give them some appropriate suggestions, and summarize everything into a table for your perusal. Of course, I won't be requiring any form of compensation. I just hope you can take time to answer a few questions once you're less busy. Trust us on this. If you say so, Belle, then I'll leave things with you. The thing is, it's like... Are there just multiple General Chops? Because he can't be here if he has a shop literally at 6th Street, but anyways. Oh, I think a white bowl's better. Wow, it's a theater attendant. He looks so suave. Good day. Our restaurant provides a menu service that matches you with dishes that suit your needs to increase efficiency. May I ask, what appeals to your taste buds? Guess my scent is going? That's a little direct, isn't it? I like him hot and arrogant. I'm also into furries. And that's on me. I didn't explain myself clearly enough. What I meant to say was, how do you like your noodles? Oh, in that case, I like sweet noodles. Master, based on this diner's description, I have identified their main requests. A white bowl, preferably on the sweeter side. Is there anything you could suggest? Sweet side. I want to say seafood. Because you know how you like feel like when you eat crab, you see people say like the crab tastes sweet or something like that. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with the seafood noodles. Yes. Are you just passing this off as a sweet dish because of the sweet shrimps in it? Master, oh fine, I'll go with the pumpkin boat soup noodles. I was gonna pick that, but you know, I was trying to go with, you know, seafood route. Not bad. That's exactly how I like it. By the way, do you really mind if I watch the attendant while I eat? They go really well together. I don't think that's a good idea. It will affect the running of the store. That's too bad. For a second there, I thought the noodles of the menu had turned into a high-end ribeye steak. I've got one last question for you. May I please pet your tail? The tail has a different price tag. Well, I haven't heard that one before. Look, thanks, but the tail is off limits. How many more? Just 2 more. Look at this crowd. How long are we going to be waiting for it? Is it really that hard to get a bite to eat around here? The city? I would say so, yeah. Good day. Our restaurant provides a menu service that matches you with dishes that suit your needs to increase efficiency. Excuse me, how do you like your noodles? You mean flavor? Well, of course, it's gotta be spicy. Noodles without chili is like an ethereal without a hollow. That's not natural. I'm sorry, but noodles that aren't spicy do exist in the world. Or at least they do here. If you want some, we got it. Master, based on the diner's description, I would identify their main requests. A black bowl, piping hot soup, and a dish with meat. Please recommend a dish for them. Red chili chicken noodles. Not bad. This noodles looks like it'll hit the spot. Looks like you're working really hard. I thought you were some rich person who brought their attendant out to experience life in the real world. Thank you, I guess? You're welcome. Remember to add extra chilies, the spiciest you got. Your order has been settled. Thank you for your business. And lastly, we have an anxious employee. Every bowl of noodles looks so good to me. Good day. Our restaurant provides a menu service that matches you with dishes that suit your needs to increase efficiency. But I don't really have any special requests. I'll take whatever you suggest. Is there anything you can recommend? How about this white bowl of fried barbecue noodles? It's one of our most popular dishes. That sounds pretty good, but isn't fried barbecue a little greasy? I like eating meat, but it's not very healthy if it's greasy. Well, how about a black bowl of red chili chicken noodles? The soup isn't greasy and is good for your immune system. That does sound good, but the black bowl has red chili in it. Won't that be a bit too spicy? I can eat spicy food, so there's no problem there. But I just don't feel like eating something that's super spicy. Thought you said you didn't have any special requests. It's quite alright, I understand. Master, based on the diner's description, I have identified their main requests. Meaty but not greasy, and not spicy. Please, could you suggest some dishes for them? The green pepper chicken noodles. Is that a black bowl with green peppers? That'd still be spicy, so no thank you. Okay. Wait, how do I know if it's black bowl? I guess the bone broth? Wow, that sounds great, and the meat on those bones don't look greasy at all. I'll take one of those. Your order has been settled. Thank you for your business. No, I should be thanking you. I'm the type of diner with many requests. It must be a real pain for you when you get a picky eater, right? Thank you for sharing your concerns. We always try to cater to the needs of our diners, no matter the customer. I hope you have a lovely meal. As expected of Lycaon. Cool, calm, and collected. I've counted up all the orders of all the customers in line. Let's hurry up and give Chop Jr. Oh, it's Chop Jr. the final table. That's his son. I get it. Okay. That's it? You guys are moving fast. Let me see. This is a complete clear table with prominent, easy-to-read items. You really are a gem of a worker. Oh, once I'm financially independent, I'd love to have such a capable attendant helping out with daily operations in the shop. And just think of all the customers he'll attract just by standing there. Lycaon services cost top dollar. Your praise honors me, but you surely are joking. I am merely a humble attendant. I wonder if you might be available now to answer a few questions. Oh, I almost forgot all about that. Go ahead, ask away. We can talk about anything you want, except my pin. Have you seen a little girl called Lilac? She used to shop at your store quite frequently. Who? Oh, sorry. My memory isn't the greatest, and I'm always forgetting other people's names. Well, she's always saying things that people find difficult to understand. I remember now. That girl who's always talking nonsense. I know her. I saw her recently. She just came into our store recently for some part-time work. Oh. One look tells me she never lifted a finger on housework at home, but she is hardworking, studious, and pretty good person. Speaking of which, I just paid her a big advance on her salary today. She seemed nice, and she left her student ID as collateral, so I gave her the advance. An advance on her salary. Got it. Thank you for your cooperation. You have been a tremendous help. It's fine. Now that you mention it, what is your relationship with that kid? Lilac is my employer. She has had some minor issues recently, and I am duty-bound to keep her safe. So it's like that, and then, hang on, if that kid is your boss, then does that mean Belle? I'm Lycaon's master. Correct, Lady Belle's my master. Ah, now I get it. Anyway, Thyron attendant, you are very capable. If you're after any side gigs in the future, please come and find me. I'll make it worth your while. Looks like you've gathered a lot of information about Lilac. Discuss it with Lycaon.
I did not expect Miss Lilac would actually work here part-time. Logically speaking, she would not lack pocket money to spend. Unless... perhaps she's saving up to purchase something particularly expensive.
What if... maybe Lilac wants to buy the painting she wanted to steal?
As expected of a great proxy such as yourself, you came to this conclusion immediately as well. Lilac's parents have been planning to sell a batch of paintings recently. That painting is amongst them, and I hear it was reserved a couple of days ago. But that painting is not cheap. If I had to guess, I'd say it costs about...
Wait, how much? How could someone her age come up with that much money?
Well, in terms of material wealth, my employer is indeed quite affluent.
Material wealth? Is there another kind of wealth?
Miss Lilac's parents are usually exceptionally busy and are unable to spend time with her. However, they are very strict and expect the best from her. No matter what she is doing, she usually has a chauffeur or bodyguards to accompany her. Well, excuse me, monitor her actions would be a more apt way to put it. Every day after school, Miss Lilac also has endless extracurricular and supplementary classes to attend. Though she may have material wealth, is she truly happy? I've been wondering ever since I took over attendant duties for this household. Perhaps that is exactly why Miss Lilac spends so much time with her comics. At the very least, in the world of comic book fiction,
she is free.
You're such a sweet guy.
You flatter me, but I may not be how you think I am. Someone once told me that family is an everlasting, unavoidable curse placed upon a person. No matter how much you grow, no matter where you go, that curse will forever follow you like a shadow. When you fall to rock bottom or climb to your peak, it will appear, turning you back into that helpless, powerless child who can do nothing but hide in the closet and weep. Perhaps it is because I have never known the feeling of being bonded to someone through blood, but I've always believed that family should not be a curse, as they had told me.
That's pretty dark. Who told you something like that?
An old friend. No one worth mentioning. I'm sorry. It appears I've digressed. I believe Lilac chose to work part-time due to her family as well. Perhaps her savings are just short of being able to afford the painting, and she does not wish to ask her parents for help. Or perhaps she simply wants to obtain something through the efforts of her own two hands. However, what I am most worried about is that if Miss Lilac did manage to buy the painting, it would then follow that she would meet with members of Mockingbird. If this is so, she may end up in danger. So, could I be so bold as to ask you to accompany me to another location? Once we are there, I should be able to confirm where exactly that painting will end up.
That was a really, really dark description of family. That is a first I've ever heard something that dark when it came to the description of family. And this dog is orange. That's all I got. But hold on. Oh, this young lady here, interested in buying some jade. We just got a new batch in. No thanks, I don't need it. As expected of a rich young girl. How about you buy a piece of jade for this tyrant attendant with you? It could be a token of trust between you two. Seeing it is like seeing your master in person. Just imagine passing this down for 5 generations to your descendants. How about this? I'll cut you a 12% discount. I'm practically giving it away. Just consider it a way to make friends. The name's Casey. Every pawn trader around here knows my name. You guys are lucky to have bumped into me. Mr. Casey, we are not here to shop. Have you heard about that famous piece at the museum getting torched? Do you know who did this? It was the artist himself. All his works are supposed to be fireproof. If it burned, it's definitely a fake. Alright, your turn. Which organization has the highest success rate in our field so far? Mockingbird. Or to be more precise, the formerly active Mockingbird. Ha, I never would have guessed a couple of decent looking guys like you were actually in the know. Guess you deserve a bonus question. Who's the leader of Mockingbird? That's not one of our code words. Haha, I'm just messing with you. If you knew the answer to the industry's biggest secret, you wouldn't be standing here, would you? I'm gonna stay quiet. Fine. Got anything you need to sell? My cut's a fixed 20%, no discounts. No, we'd like to ask you for some information. Naturally, we shall offer appropriate compensation. Oh, looking for a bit of intel, huh? You've come to the right person. But rules are rules. If you want the info, I need a code word, and your master has to give it too. The most famous piece at the museum was Torch. Who was the arsonist? The artist himself. Very good, correct. Which organization has the highest success rate? Robin. Mockingbird. Very good, you're correct. Tell me then, what do you want to know? It's about that painting. Divine Heart. Do you know who the buyer is? Oh, that. Then you really have come to the right place. The buyer of that painting is a little girl, I believe. No way, it is her. Kids these days, each richer than the last. That's precisely as I predicted. Got it. Thank you for the information. No problem. Oh yeah, one more question for the attendant. Are you working solo these days, or do you have a partner? Surely this pampered lady here with her innocent baby eyes isn't your partner, right? I once had a partner, but now we are enemies. Damn! Lycaon, what is your past? Oh, that happens all the time in this line of work. We've all had partners who ended up becoming our enemies. But why did you split up? or split, trouble dividing your cuts equally? Come on, spill the beans. I love hearing these stories. I'm sorry, that's private. Lycaon frowns and pulls awkwardly at the collar on his coat. He seems rather reluctant to talk about this topic. Yikes, judging by the look on your face, you must have parted ways in some spicy drama. Shame we didn't know each other back then. I'm a top mediator in this industry, and maybe if I'd step in, you'd still be peacefully splitting your profits. So what is your former partner up to now? Have they got any good stuff? Go on, tell them I'll pay top Danny. Ever heard the saying, silence is golden? It's okay. Thank you for helping out, Master. Mr. Casey, here's your promised remuneration. Let us hereby part ways. After talking to the suspicious merchant, you give Lycaon a wink. Lycaon instantly understands, and the two of us walk to a remote area together.
You seem to have something about which you would like to inquire. Please, go ahead.
What exactly is your line of work?
As you can see, I am merely a normal attendant. I understand your confusion. However, this concerns my past. It also concerns my nemesis.
Your nemesis? Like certain creatures from old civilization films who may enjoy a particular crimson liquid? Who perhaps fight wolf people whenever they encounter them?
I believe your imagination is running away with you. In any case, that past is not pleasant.
All right, I'll let you off the hook for now. Guess I'll just have to interrogate you later.
Thank you for your understanding. As a matter of fact, I once had dealings with these intermediaries due to, well, I had my reasons. Many of them are so cunning, they will take advantage of any weaknesses they perceive. It takes patience and effort to deal with them. If you ever come across such merchants in the future, please be careful. And do not give your trust lightly. Seeing as Miss Lilac has already obtained the painting, she must be meeting with the people from Mockingbird soon. We must stop her before that happens. She should have just finished her supplementary classes. Let's head over and take a look.
Funny how the broker, whatever he is, mentioned Belle having Bambi eyes because she she kind of does. And the fact that she was able to purchase the painting is kind of not surprising, because with her obviously knowing that she's rich, she probably just could have sold some things besides the part-time job, because there's no way her working at the noodle shop would have gotten her money in a couple days. There's no way. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she had sold stuff along with using her money that she had probably saved up, maybe. Excited schoolgirl. Alright. So, Mockingbird is a super mean phantom thief syndicate. They can get a hold of anything if they want to. Not even Tops can stop them. Really? I'm not buying it. Don't you believe me? Their biggest case at that time was what was it again? The Limacria Hotel. That's right, that's the one. Are you also a fan of Mockingbird? Not really. I just happen to know a thing or two about them. The students gather around Lycaon, chatting endlessly. Seems like he's managed to make his way into their inner circle. It's time to ask about Lilac. I've got a question I'd like to ask you all. Do you know Miss Lilac? Sure, she's in our crime class. But I don't think she's here today. She was here earlier, but she's already left. Not sure what's up with her. She's always on about some companion of justice stuff. Totally weird if you ask me. Nah, you're just not getting it. She's trying to be edgy. Edgy? That's ancient. Yeah, that trend died like last decade. Oh, right. At the last PTA, her folks didn't show. Some old dude came instead. I think it was her attendant. I thought it was her grandpa. But seriously, she's loaded. She's even got a personal chauffeur. Why doesn't she just hire a tutor to teach her at home then? Who knows? Maybe she wants to make friends? She's solo all the time. I feel kind of sorry for her. It's not like there's much we can do. Legit can't make heads or tails of what she says. Plus, she's always buried in her comics during breaks. I'm like, no thanks. I wouldn't want to hang with someone like her. Lilac appears at the corner. It's Lilac. And the kids just disperse. They're just gone. It's Lilac. That's enough. I don't want to hear it. Are you satisfied seeing me like this? I'm useless, such a freak, so hated by everyone. That's the kind of person I am. Are you happy now? Lilac ran off. Lycaon and you glance at each other silently before chasing after her. I'm assuming she heard what they said. That's what I'm assuming. That's why she reacted that way. But they didn't really say anything too extreme, didn't they? They just said that the way she talked was weird, they can't understand her, and that she's just reading comics. Which, you know, basically an otaku slash shinobi, right? You've been investigating me all this time. Was it my father or mother who put you up to it? Is it because I skipped one of my extra classes recently, or I dropped a rank in the monthly exam? They're always fixated on these things. It's all they ever remember. Lilac ran off again. Lycaon and you glance at each other silently before chasing after her. Actually, there was something I wanted to say about with this, because they were saying, I remember one of the responses was that she's probably going through her rebellious phase, which, if she's in her teenage years, then yeah, that would make sense. Plus the fact that her parents are always gone and they always expect the best out of her because of how her family is and all that. It kind of just puts her in a place where her comics is her only gateway to, I guess, like a sense of freedom, a sense of who she is, I guess, because she's always doing like all these extra stuff that I guess they would normally put towards a rich person, right? Well, let's see what else she has to say. You also think that the other students are correct, right? A companion of justice? What a joke. I fantasize all day long about being the chosen one, yet I can't even control my daily life. But it's my only dream. Why do you want to take that away from me? Stop following me. Don't look at me. Please. Lilac ran off again. Lycaon and you glance at each other silently before chasing after her. A little stare like, please don't turn red, because it takes a while. She's just running. Come on. Where are you running? Having run alongside Lycaon for a long time, you're already out of breath, while Lycaon remains as composed as ever. You inadvertently catch his eye and sense he's hesitating, as if wanting to suggest carrying you. Luckily, you managed to catch up to Lilac before that.
Miss Lilac, please. We have no ill intentions. And I do not agree with what those other students said about you. I merely want to warn you that Mockingbird is suspicious. It is possible you may encounter danger if you go.
Even if I'm in danger, it doesn't concern you. In the end, you're just an attendant that my parents hired. Why are you trying to stick your nose into everything? In any case, you're probably just like those other people. You must think I'm a freak, just like they do. Well, I'm so sorry that you're forced to take care of someone who only causes trouble, who no one loves, who's edgy and delusional like me.
I've never thought that. Miss Lilac, you are the respectable, important employer of Victoria Housekeeping. We would never treat someone like yourself with such utter disrespect.
But you weren't even willing to listen to what I said.
My most sincere apologies. My knowledge is lacking. I have yet to better understand popular subcultures, such as what being edgy truly means. I shall make sure to take lessons and educate myself on it.
Let's be real. It's way too much to expect others to understand this edgy lingo. The only reason I can understand is because of natural talent. Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore. This is all just the price I need to pay to become a companion of justice. I bought the painting so I can finally meet with them. The people at Mockingbird told me that I'm the most promising recruit yet. I will join them and become a companion of justice! You cannot stop me!
I understand. If that is your wish, I will not stop you. I will help you fulfill it.
I'm meeting with Mockingbird at the Ballet Twins at this time tomorrow. You know, I can in fact do this by myself. I don't need you. I've got a carrot and I've prepared weapons to deal with the ethereals. So, I don't care if you come or not. It's up to you.
My apologies. I have brought shame to myself. By making Miss Lilac feel uncomfortable, I have failed in my duties as an attendant.
Are you really going to do this? To help Lilac fulfill her wish?
Yes, I will. However, the wish I will help her fulfill is what her heart truly desires. If I'm correct in my suspicions, she doesn't simply wish to join Mockingbird. That's only what's on the surface. She has other needs, emotional needs, that are truly what she seeks to fulfill. The fish has taken the bait.
Fish? What fish? Where?
That organization calling itself Mockingbird has contacted me. Master Proxy, may I ask you for a favor? Please, this is something only you can do.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this. I feel sorry for Lilac. Yeah, but I never thought Lycaon came up with something like that. Anyway, let's wait for his message. Oh wow, the second part is just all that stuff at Lumina Square. So the thing is there no music? Why is there no background music? Okay, so the thing is, I also forgot to mention this after the cutscene or the dialogue with the suspicious man, Casey. When Belle asked about what Lycaon used to do, but first, not long after Lycaon's invitation arrives like he promised. Before I move on, I just want to say this real quick. Even his response, saying I'm just an attendant, is pretty much like spot on Black Butler, because he would just say I'm just butler, or simply a butler, or something like that. But anyways, Lilac has sent the exact location where she will be meeting with the organization. I find it also interesting that it ended up being at the ballet tower as well, because that's where we first met Lycaon. I'm afraid we will have to face the Mockingbird head on. Be alright, I'm not afraid of them. Lycaon will emerge victorious. Thank you for trusting me. Please don't worry, I'm confident that I will defeat them. But aside from that, I'll be counting on you for that other business. I'm ready. I appreciate your help. I have to make some preparations. I will notify you once everything is taken care of. I hope everything goes well. I discussed a secret plan with Lycaon. Shortly after I return to the video store, Lycaon's DM arrives. Master Proxies, everything is ready and I am already in position near the target hollow. Awaiting your further instructions, Master Proxy. One moment, please. Thank you. I'll be waiting here, waiting for your arrival. Connect to the HDD system. Hello, number 6. Not talking to Wise or anything. Alright, we're just jumping straight into it. Liars and traitors.
I'm at your disposal.
Okay, since it was ice and physical, we'll just go with ice. Actually,
Touch my tail. Time for some tail care.
we'll go like that. Your ice team. We're just jumping straight into it. I mean, it did make sense. It is just the next day. At least according to Lilac, it was. Next day, same time. Liars and traitors. I wonder if that's any. I feel like this has to do with Mockingbird. So-called Mockingbird. Which is why I have a feeling. Pretty sure it was obvious. I just never really talked about it. Lycaon was most likely a member of Mockingbird in the past. It's likely.
The way is blocked. Let's keep going up the stairs.
I thought this was gonna be like the exploration with the TVs, but I guess not. Because I think pretty much all the other ones was like that, right? It wasn't just story commission like this.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Out of the way. Lilac still isn't here?
I set the meeting time a little early, just in case. There are still some ethereals ahead. We'd best get rid of this filth first.
That's why you got here early? To deal with the ethereal?
Indeed. As an attendant, the safety of my client is paramount.
Yeah, she said she even has weapons for the ethereals. Holy, just remembered. So it makes sense why Lycaon wanted to come here early. Wanted to make sure it was gonna be safe. Or at least safer for her. Man.
Lilac is over there. Let's go talk to her.
So you actually came. Ms. Lilac, are you sure you want to meet with those people? Of course, I've never been so sure about anything in my life. I've been really looking forward to this day. You have no idea what the Mockingbird's approval means to me. I've never been so needed by anyone before. With all due respect, may I ask you something? Do you approve of yourself before you seek the approval of others? What does that matter? It's almost time. I have to get going.
1 hammerhead shark, 2 horn sharks, 3 sharks sink if they're not moving, you know.
She spoke literally right after dialogue ended.
Out of the way. Better dodge.
Is Lilac really okay?
She may just need some time. But I believe she'll wake up. People need to go through some ups and downs in life to realize what they truly desire.
Troublesome.
I ain't gonna deny that. That is true.
Good riddance. Sick.
Are we here? Chosen one, reporting for duty. You're very punctual indeed. I mean, based off the looks of what they decided to do.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, but just the looks of the characters they decided to put. These are all thugs, but welcome my fellow companions of justice. I've had that painting appraised. It's the real deal. You're certainly capable, worthy of being the chosen one.
You run into trouble? You wouldn't normally stay idle this long.
Great. Can I be one of you now? Of course, we need talent like you. Just kidding. I didn't expect you to fall for this. But then what would you expect from a young lady who's been waited on hand and foot? Huh? You don't seriously believe you're the chosen one, do you? You don't, right?
Would you like a cup of tea?
But you said you needed my power. We're actually interested in your parents. You think we'd have gone to all this trouble if they weren't rich? Isn't the Mockingbird all about helping the poor and needy by robbing the rich? That's exactly what we're doing. You are rich, aren't you? Liars. All of you. We did lie to you, but don't you think it's kind of your own fault? What are you guys planning? I'm warning you, I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. Who doesn't? Mine is right here. It's showtime, my attendant buddy.
Lycaon! No way, you...
Lycaon, we had a deal!
Deal? Oh, I made a deal. But not with you. Master Proxy, I need your help. To investigate this so-called Mockingbird, I attempted to get into contact with them to express my desire to join their organization. Through my own methods, I found out they had already looked into my background and knew that, although I am currently working for Lilac's family, I am actually loyal to an unknown master. Could I trouble you with putting on an act with me? I would like you to meet with them, posing as this unknown master.
Am I not already your master?
You are indeed. I apologize for any lack of consideration. In order to help our disguise, I have crafted a new identity for you. You needn't worry. Simply speak as you typically would.
Oh ho! So you are the one who wishes to join Mockingbird. You may call me Codename K. What do you think? It's a great name, ain't it? Doesn't it sound awe-inspiring?
K? That's a strange name.
It's Codename K! Don't just get rid of words in other people's names! Without the codename part, it won't show any of the awesome epicness of me being a final villainous boss!
Oh, so you are also into the trending subcultures among young people?
What trending subcultures? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, you must be the rumored attendant Lycaon and the Gemini gods. Wait a minute. What the heck is Gemini gods? That's clearly not a real name.
My master has many enemies. Please understand that they cannot reveal their true name.
Enemies? Very well then. Since we're all in the same line of business, I'll be straight with you. Lilac is our golden ticket, and we put in a lot of effort to get her to bite. We gotta squeeze every last drop we can get. We plan to take care of her for a bit after she mistakenly stumbles into the Hollow, and then contact her parents for some of that dough. You have a similar plan, right? How about we work together? We can split it 70-30. 70 for us, 30 for you.
Isn't that just kidnapping?
Kidnapping? How very ignorant of you. We're just taking a little fee for looking after a poor kid in the Hollow. So what do you say?
Lycaon, what's your recommendation?
Master, I believe this is an acceptable transaction. It's a deal.
So it's settled. Quick and forthright as expected of a fellow business person. I'll send you the time and location later.
We shall eagerly await your message. That should do it. Once we are there, we can pretend to work with them, photograph all the evidence of their wrongdoings, and then send the evidence to public security. Thank you for your cooperation. You are quite adept at acting.
Just what kind of identity did you give me?
Simply put, you are an influential and all-powerful head honcho of a crime syndicate that delights in doing evil. You have a network of elite agents at your beck and call, and I am one of your humble enforcers. Ah, right. There is something else I would like to discuss with you. Please do not inform Miss Lilac of any of this just yet. Speaking from personal experience, an encounter such as this cannot be resolved purely through reliance on others. We can help Miss Lilac deal with this threat, but we cannot protect her forever. She must see through this conspiracy herself. Perhaps this may be somewhat cruel, but in the long term, it will help her.
I suppose that makes sense. Let's do that then.
Thank you. I believe in Miss Lilac and her ability to overcome this.
Mr. Lycaon! You didn't betray me?
Miss Lilac, until our contract ends, I am your humble attendant. An attendant will never betray their master.
Damn you! You dare toy with me? Do you know who I am? I'm the great leader of Mockingbird!
I'm terribly sorry, but our Bangbu has recorded the truth of your criminal acts. If you surrender and admit your guilt now, I trust that public security will not administer too harsh of a punishment.
No, I won't go to jail. Never. I have no other choice. It's time you have a taste of Mockingbird's claws!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten mad after you guys helped me.
It's okay. Let's let Lycaon take care of these guys first.
As you command. O Chosen One, please deliver your final judgment.
Huh? Wait, what did Lycaon just say?
You never fail to impress me, Esquire Lycaon. Esquire Lycaon! It's time to showcase your real power!
He's getting even more edgy.
Yes! them down!
As you wish, my liege. On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, that is when your karmic retribution shall strike.
You're gonna get it, Mockingbird.
Allow me to give you a warning. Never say that name again, or else no one will be able to save you. It is done. They should no longer be able to pose a threat.
I didn't think Lycaon could give a speech like that. It was all for Lilac, right?
Yes. After we parted ways before, I took some time learning this trendy subculture. Miss Lilac, what did you think of my performance? Was it acceptable? I am so terribly sorry. It appears my imitation of popular subculture was so poor. I have angered you to tears.
Hey now, Lilac isn't crying because she's mad.
That's right. I just got ether in my eye. That's all. I'm sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all of this. You know, when Mockingbird first reached out to me, I did notice they were really focused on me. They were super sus. But then they said I was one of the chosen. They said they needed my power. And no one has ever said anything like that to me before. And then it was like I just stopped thinking. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, it's all good. We don't blame you.
Miss Lilac, I don't think you need to be so harsh on yourself. Each and every person will have experiences like this of some sort. I once walked the wrong path as well, but it's all right. If one can turn back in time, they will manage to find their true path in life.
Thank you. Now that I think about it, that was so embarrassing. I can't believe I was going around proudly calling myself the companion of justice. In reality, I just got tricked by a bunch of bad guys.
Well, I think what we're doing now is in the name of justice, don't you? It is only thanks to you that we were able to gain video evidence of their crimes and take them down.
Mr. Lycaon.
I'm really sorry to ruin the mood here, but how are we going to move the people we knocked out of the hollow? Should I call PubSec?
That is indeed an issue. If needed, I can...
Hey, what are you doing here? Were you the ones who called?
Public security? Why are they here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Before I entered the hollow, I set an automatic SOS. If I were gone too long, my phone would automatically call PubSec.
Huh. Didn't expect Lilac to be so prepared.
What's up with these tied-up people?
They're all bad guys.
I believe that sums it up. We took video evidence of the criminal activities that were being committed. We will submit it all to public security shortly.
I see. Well then, I'll take these suspects back with me.
Excuse me? I'm really sorry for causing all this trouble. It's because of me that all this happened in the first place.
Why are you apologizing? We should be thanking you. You helped public security take down an entire criminal syndicate. Good job, young lady.
Huh?
That's right, Miss Lilac. I think you do deserve the title Companion of Justice.
Thank you all so much!
Oh, so much has happened today. I always knew Lycaon had a secret. I always feel like Lycaon had a dark past. Actually, that's what I was thinking too, and I've got a vague feeling about what it is. Me too. We're probably guessing the same thing. But let's not think about things too much now. It's time to take a rest. But I wanted to hear your theories. Let's see if we'll hear or read their theories. You rest well and are completely rejuvenated. Master Proxy, Miss Lilac said she wished to express her thanks to both of you in person. I wonder if you are available today. She's welcome. Anytime is fine. Marvelous. We'll be there soon. Then we shall go back down. Hello there, Lilac.
Hello! I brought some desserts. Please, have some. I hope you like them. My friend recommended this flavor to me, and I bought Mom and Dad some too. It should taste real good. Well, actually, after what happened, word had been going around that one of the students helped PubSec take down a huge crime syndicate. Everyone's real curious who it is, and saying how amazing that student is. I know it's only thanks to you. Okay, so recently, I had an idea. And the true heroes are always behind the scenes. I've decided to draw my own comic series based on the topic. The protag, intent on becoming a hero, and after experiencing all kinds of encounters, eventually realizes that true justice exists in everything he's done. A story like that, yeah.
That sounds awesome. So, you know how to draw, Lilac? That's so cool.
I've read a lot of comics, and though I might not be all that great at drawing now, I want to try.
I think that's a marvelous idea.
I think so too. Thank you so much. This all really means a lot to me. Mr. Lycaon, Mom and Dad said that your contract with our family ended. They said you didn't renew it because your schedule is already so stacked. Though it's sad to see you go. I guess it can't be helped. But there's something I want to say to you. You're the best attendant I've ever had.
I am honored to receive such praise from you.
Guess I'll be off then. Let's have dessert together again, when we get the chance.
You seem surprised.
Lilac seems to be doing really well. I didn't think she would recover so quickly.
I believe the reason Miss Lilac was susceptible to manipulation was because no one had ever expressed belief in her in such a way before. Her parents didn't spend much time with her due to work, and others her age didn't understand her hobbies. Thankfully, she has now found a passion to pursue, become closer with her parents, and made new friends. I am truly happy for her. By the way, here is your compensation. It is, as we agreed, double your usual fee. I am, as ever, grateful for your help. Without you, this wouldn't have gone as smoothly as it did.
Don't mention it. Remember to hit us up if you need anything like this again.
Of course. You are the best proxy I know. Truly. By the way, public security has confirmed that the people we took care of were merely copycats of Mockingbird. They used the name Mockingbird for their scams and deception.
You knew from the very start that they were a fake, didn't you?
I see nothing gets past you. You could say that I am quite familiar with the real Mockingbird. Thus why, when I heard the name, I already knew something was amiss.
Familiar? How'd you become familiar? How familiar? Go on, spill the tea, sis.
I was once deeply involved.
Wait, so you mean that you were...
Yes, it is exactly what you think. Now you know me in my entirety. I sincerely hope that this doesn't frighten you. If I may, allow me to share another secret. In reality, I have had contact with this edgy concept before. Or this popular subculture, I suppose. I have even memorized and recited such sentences. Of course, under the influence of a certain old acquaintance.
Really? I want to hear.
Well, if that is your wish, allow me to say now that if you wish to laugh, please do. There's no need to hold it back on my account. It would not be good for your health. Well then, let me begin. I offer this supreme honor to you. In this land of sin and virtue, solemnly do I swear. Humility, courage, integrity, compassion, fairness, self-sacrifice, devotion, honor. I shall never compromise in my fight against evil. I shall never back down in my goal to uplift the downtrodden. I shall never betray my loyalty to my companions.
It's loyalty to justice. Oh, Lycaon, I can't believe you're having trouble memorizing such simple lines. Could it be that there's something wrong with you here?
Shut it! Speaking of, why am I the only one who has to recite these cheesy as all hell lines?
Because my performance is impeccable, and so I need no extra training. You, on the other hand, have slipped up thrice already.
So what? We still got the job done.
Using violence every time is so very boring. In any case, I want far more than just this. Imagine it, Lycaon. One day, we will be like those who stand at the top, under the spotlight of praise and defamation, admiration and loathing, faith or betrayal. So, doesn't that sound super entertaining?
Save your daydreams for after we get this job done.
It looks like I'm a step too late. It matters not. It's about time for a reunion, dear traitor.
Well, I think I've taken in too much information today. I feel like I've gotten to know Lycaon better. Lycaon feels even more mysterious to me now. Yeah, I think so too, but since he was willing to share all of this with us, it proves Lycaon trusts us. Everything that happened must have been very draining, right? You should get some rest. Rest. Let's rest. And that is the end of Lycaon's story. Now, his friend, or former, I guess, his nemesis then, in present times is saying that it's time for a reunion, traitor. So, obviously, Lycaon confirmed the theory of him being part of Mockingbird, and all that, but what's even more interesting is that we know now that he is a traitor of said Mockingbird, and his nemesis character design and his character self-personality and all that matches his Chinubu ness, whatever you want to call it. But it seemed that Lilac is over her phase. She's like, yeah, it just seemed like she's over her phase and using her hobbies as an inspiration to what she wants to do in the future. And yeah, it seems like Lycaon's story is not over. I don't know if we'll get the continuation through the main story, or probably this could be like a prequel to the main story, because, or not. I feel like that may be going too deep into it, because if y'all remember the end of chapter 3, Lycaon and Rena, I believe, were outside watching us. I believe they saw us talking to Rain about, and then they most likely heard us talk about whatever, I forgot what it's called. You sacrifice, that thing. So yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do with this whole Mockingbird thing, or whatever. But with that being said, guys, that is gonna be the you doing? It plopped over. But anyways, that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of Lycaon's agent story. Honestly, it seemed like Lycaon was just playing the good role model, good parent in a way. I didn't want to say good parent because he's not the parent, but I guess good role model was the way to say it. Simply by teaching her a lesson through her going through the problem itself. That way she'll firsthand learn the consequences of her decisions and her actions. At the same time, he went along with it also to ensure that she will stay safe. Which, you know, it all fits with the whole Lycaon story. So, and then messing around with him with the whole master thing, I thought it was pretty cool. But other than that, we do have one more left. At least as of right now, there is one more left. I don't know if by the time I record Rena's, if Chingy's will be out or not, if 1.1 will be out, because as of right now, 1.1 is still currently underway, as you guys can see here. That Drew went still here in 2 days, so that means 2 days, 4 hours as I'm recording. So at noon on Tuesday? No. Yeah, on Tuesday is 1.1. I don't know if this video will also get up, be up before then, because before this video was posted, the previous Zenless Zone Zero video should have been Kaleda's agent story. So I don't know if this will be up before 1.1 goes up, and basically the video where I pull for Chingy. But if not, then just letting you guys know, I most likely said this earlier, but this was most likely recorded, or this was recorded before 1.1. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.